AI is cooking, people. AI is cooking. Jesus, okay. It's probably absolute heaven for us magicians, alright? And if you are a magician watching this, you'll agree with me, you've got legit everything there. I'm just gonna be real here. I feel like okay, and we are live, people. We are live. Hello guys, welcome back to the Ricky2ra podcast episode 50. What am I talking about, man? 84, I want to say. I got it wrong last time. It's either 83 or 84, but I'm going with 84. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm doing alright, man. I'm doing okay. But that's not what you're here for. What you are here for today is a very interesting episode, I want to say. For us magicians, it is a special time of the month, if you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, it's not Valentine's Day for February. It is Blackpool Magic Convention. That is right, people. It is probably the biggest magic convention in the world. Now, I'm just going to, before I dive into it, I just want to give you a quick, brief overview of what's going to happen in this episode, because it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to be talking about Blackpool Magic Convention in like a promoting way. It's going to be, because, okay, before I go into it, there's no notes for this episode, all right? So if I'm talking from the top of my head, but you'll know what I'm talking about in a second. I'm not going to be promoting like anything from Blackpool. I've done a video in the past about Blackpool Magic Convention, and I've actually done a vlog about Blackpool Magic Convention of me being there as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in like the title cards at the top, if you're interested in that, and you can probably watch that after this episode. So I feel like whatever if I was to write notes today, it would be the exact same video as what I made like probably 4 years ago now. So it's not going to be that type of video for today. Now, going back to what I said at the start, this is going to be a very interesting episode because I am using Chat GPT. I did this wrong last time. Chat GPT, yeah, to talk about Blackpool Magic Convention, because I want to see what AI thinks about Blackpool Magic Convention. This is what this episode is about, people. I thought I'd spice it up a little bit, okay? And this is going to happen live right now, so it's going to be very interesting to edit for the YouTube viewers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my phone out and I'm going to screen record this whole thing, and I'm going to be very, very interested to see what actually happens here. So if I open Chat GPT, this is a live episode, by the way, so bear with me for the listeners out there as well. So if I just hit screen record and let's just do media, start recording. Okay, right, so you guys should be able to see that now. Okay, so if what shall I ask GPT? AI, okay, what shall I ask AI? Tell me about the Blackpool Magic Convention. Let's start with that, people. Okay, AI is cooking, people. AI is cooking. Jesus, okay, AI knows, well, first of all, AI knows about Blackpool Magic Convention, alright? So this is basically what AI is telling us guys, and this is pretty cool for the casual viewer as well, if you're interested in this as well. So let me just read you what AI Chat GPT has said about this, okay? So, the Blackpool Magic Convention is one of the largest and most prestigious magic conventions in the world. It takes place annually in Blackpool, England, typically during the winter months, February, right? The convention attracts magicians, illusionists, and magic enthusiasts from around the globe. Very true, very true. The event features a variety of activities, including lectures, workshops, performances, and competitions. Renowned magicians and illusionists often give lectures, sharing their expertise and insights into the art of magic. Attendees have the opportunity to learn new tricks, techniques, and sleight of hand from some of the best in the industry. Now, before I continue with that, Chat GPT's got that spot on. Like, it's honestly, it's surreal, because you find like the high industry magicians as well, like the high profile magicians, all in one room at some point, or you're all in Blackpool anyway, and it's amazing. I remember last time I went was in 2020 with my boy Sam Raz, so shout out to you, Sam. And it was like Chris Ramsey was there, Troy was there, like legit, like anybody you can think of was there. Like you'd probably see like David Blaine or Dynamo popping out of nowhere as well at some point. Like it's that good of a convention, and obviously you'll see all your other magicians there as well. I was starstruck because I've been to Blackpool Magic Convention twice, and the last time I went was obviously in 2020, just before the everything shut down. But yeah, it was surreal. Like that was my first full weekend of like doing everything all at once, and it was amazing. Okay, so back to AI. So the convention also hosts a dealer's hall where magic enthusiasts can purchase the latest props, books and accessories related to magic and illusion. Additionally, there are stage shows and close-up performances showcasing the talents of both seasoned professionals and emerging magicians. The Blackpool Magic Convention is not only a platform for magicians to network and learn from each other, but also a celebration of the rich history and culture of magic. It has become a must-attend event for anybody or anyone passionate about the art of magic. Chat GPT knows it's magic, man. I might have to tell AI to, show me a trick or two. But yeah, the dealer's hall is probably absolute heaven for us magicians, all right? And if you are a magician watching this, you'll agree with me. You've got legit everything there, because we're in such an online world now, and I've talked about this in the past, that you can purchase your magic effects online. 99% of magicians do that now. You don't really have your magic shops. They're not really as popular, I want to say. And obviously you still have got your magic shops. I know Merchant and Magic have got their shop still. So obviously I'm in the retail space, so big up to anybody that's making a living out of shops. But obviously you do your online magic shopping, but this is like your chance to get in front of like your favourite dealers, new dealers, and they absolutely show you everything that you want to see, meaning the effects that you've watched or seen online, you can get it performed right in front of your face. And that's probably the best next thing to online, because you watch the trailer online of the magic effects and you've got to suss out like how are you going to perform it. I remember I talked about the RPPII cycle. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I think it's in my 2024 goals video. Yeah, I'm talking about if you want to write your script and stuff like that. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but when you're there at the dealer's hall in Blackpool, you've got it there live and you just know it's going to be a yes or a no. But don't like take the mick out of the dealers, like show me everything. Just look at it and see if you're going to get it or not, and get a performance from it if you can. So yeah, the dealer's hall is honestly the best thing I've ever been to. It's just pure magic. Like I want to say old school, but it will never, like, you can never top it. And it's so cool. Like obviously it's once a year in Blackpool. Obviously you got your other magic conventions as well. But yeah, the dealer's hall, for the magicians that are watching this, come on, you've got to agree with me here. The dealer's hall is like the best thing ever. For the casuals, or for people that are interested in getting into magic, honestly, get yourself down there at Blackpool. Take your parents, your mates who are into magic, or go for yourself for the day, meet new people as well. Okay, so it says, yeah, so you can go see performances as well. Chat GPT talks about stage shows, close-up performances. I remember, right, I went to see, and I can't pronounce his name, okay, and I want to say it's, okay, I can't pronounce his name, but he was amazing, okay, and I'm going to put his name here across the screen for YouTube, because he was honestly amazing. I seen his stage show. It was like close-up magic on stage, and he was absolutely out of this world. And I remember I was sat there, and it was like the best thing like I'd ever seen. Like, it was it's just surreal when you're in a room of magicians and they just appreciate other magicians, the work that they're doing, the craft, the time and effort that it's taken to develop the skills and perform it. Honestly, if I've not convinced you to go to Blackpool Magic Convention already, get yourself down there, honestly. But yeah, you can just jam, And Ruskin Hotel, I've talked about this in my Blackpool video as well. Ruskin Hotel is the place to be. It's just the jamming session for every magician. I remember seeing back in 2020 Chris Ramsey and Troy the Magician just casually talking to each other in the Ruskin. It's like, you won't get there anywhere. You won't, like, let me just rewind. You got Troy Magician talking to Chris Ramsey at the Ruskin Hotel in Blackpool. Come on, like, if that's not like the best thing ever, like what is? So yeah, you'll see everybody from every skill set, and it's amazing because you got people that are just got into magic, want to pursue magic. You've got your beginners, you've got your intermediates, experts, professionals, your top dogs. Do you know what I mean? And one piece of advice I'd probably give is it is intimidating no matter what skill set you are, because you are in a room full of magicians. Don't feel like you have to prove something. I'm just going to let that sink in. Don't feel like you've got to prove something. As in, like, if you're just a beginner, don't feel like you have to show off to all of the other magicians. Nobody should have an ego at magic conventions. Like, you shouldn't be wanting to outperform one another. I feel like it should be a group effort, and I feel like nobody should be left behind. And I feel like this is probably, you know, AI aside for this what I'm talking about, this should be a group effort for everybody. Nobody should be felt left out in what they're doing. This is something that needs to be worked on, especially in the magic industry as well, because I'm just gonna be real here. I feel like a lot of people get left out, and I've seen it myself there in person, and it should be more of a group effort. I'm not saying it happens every time. I'm just saying everybody should be more involved in what's going on, no matter if it's a beginner talking to a proper professional, or if it's an intermediate wanting to teach a beginner something. It shouldn't be like, oh, you're a beginner, you won't get this, and you just go off. It should just be everybody's all at one. We're all humans at the end of the day. We love something and we're interested in this. We all got into it at some point, and there was a reason we got into it. What more of a reason do you want? So I feel like that should be more into magic conventions as well. And I've recently seen this is just going away from the Blackpool Magic Convention. In the session, I believe, that happened earlier this year in January, they did something I seen on the website where it's a lot of beginner people that have never been to a convention before. They had a group name, I can't remember the group name now, but they had a group for everybody that's never been to a convention, and they all just stick together, and it was amazing. Like, I've not seen anything like that ever. And I could be wrong, maybe it has happened, but that's probably, I want to see more of that as well. And yeah, hopefully going forward. But that's my little rant over, okay? So back to AI. So the Blackpool Convention is not only a platform for magicians to network, but they learn from each other and celebrate a rich history of culture of magic. It's a brilliant way to network with your favourite magicians. Like, come on, like, is there something for like rappers or like actors, stuff like that? Like, for rappers, are you going to meet like 50 Cent at your local rapping convention? Does that even exist? Does that exist for actors? Are you going to meet like Johnny Depp at your like local, I don't know, Southampton actor convention? No. But are you going to meet David Blaine possibly, or Dynamo, or any other big dogs at Blackpool? Yeah, you're goddamn right you are. Do you know what I mean? That's the beautiful thing that I love about this. And honestly, you can network with anybody. You can be somebody that's just curious about magic. Next thing you know, you got a photo with Dynamo and he's giving you a bit of advice on something. Next thing you know, you get back home from Blackpool after the 3-day event. Boom, you're straight into it. You want to perform. You're eager. You've got that fire in you. That could be anybody at any level. I'm not leaving anybody out here, but I'm just saying that's a beautiful thing about the magic community. You know, it has its ups and downs, but I feel like magic is probably one of a few industries where everybody can get together in one room, in one space, in one city, in one country, and just produce absolute magic. It's all in the name. Okay, what else shall I ask about Blackpool Magic Convention? Let me see, how can one prepare to go to the convention? I'm kind of doing this for like beginners now. How can one prepare to go to the convention? Okay, wow. See, your boy said he wasn't going to promote this, but Chat GPT is just like, yeah, Ricky, you're going to have to do this. Okay, so I'm not going to read the whole thing. I basically asked Chat GPT, how does one prepare to go to the convention? So for those that are watching who have never been before, this one's for you, okay? If you have been before, possibly there's something in this that maybe you've missed out. Because come on, when was the last time you used Chat GPT about Blackpool Magic Convention? Come on now, come on, your boy Ricky's looking after you here. Okay, so if you wanna attend, to prepare yourself for it so you don't miss out on the good stuff, okay? Register early, okay? Make sure you register in advance, secure your spot. You don't want to turn up to probably a magician you want to see lecture, okay, and not registering and you can't go. That's the last thing you want to do, okay? So make sure you register. I'm recording this on the 12th of February. I know it's on the 16th of February. Make sure you register, okay? You know, you've still got time probably. I know a few years back, not at the last time, the time before, I walked in and I registered for half a day and I got to see Eric Jones, and honestly his lecture was amazing, and I was very lucky enough actually to watch it at Blackpool Magic Circle again. And just a side note, Eric Jones is probably one of the most magicians I've had respect for, because he shook everybody's hand at Blackpool Magic Circle before he lectured. He said, "Hi, my name's Eric," shook your hand. Honestly, I've never seen any other magician do that. Okay, getting back to AI. Accommodation. This is for the people that want to attend the whole weekend for Blackpool, okay? Make sure you book your accommodation early, especially if you plan to stay close to the venue, okay? There's loads of hotels. I think I stayed at Hotel Blackpool. Shout out to my boy Sam Raz. Sam, I'm just shouting you out loads this time in this Blackpool episode, man. You stayed there with my guy. Boom. Top hotel. Right near the Ruskin as well, so I recommend that hotel. If it's still there, by the way. Plan your schedule. Review the convention schedule and plan which lectures, workshops you want to attend. Some sessions may overlap. This is very important, guys, especially to them that are unorganised. If one is clashing with the other, you've got to flip a coin for it. That's all I'm going to say, okay? Or if you want to see two, maybe go see half an hour of one, half an hour of the other, if you've got time to travel across to the halls. Totally, but make sure you know who you're going to see, because it's so easy to just be indulged with everything and lose track of time. So it's very important to know who you're going to see and what you're going to do. Bring necessary supplies, okay? Make sure to bring any necessary supplies, notebooks, pens, cards, networking, etc. Backpack stuff. I know they do check your bags, so if you are taking a bag, please be aware that, you know, your bag's going to get checked. Obviously you're going to have like your cards in there, your notepad for lectures and stuff. Yeah, make sure you don't end up at a lecture without some cards or without a notepad if you want to jot down some of the absolute gems that magicians give you. I remember at 2020 Blackpool, I was in attendance to the Britain's Got Talent / Ireland's Got Talent contestants, and they were just telling absolute gems about stuff about talent shows, what goes into it, how to do magic on there. So honestly, if there's anything like that you're interested in, to get yourself down there, check the schedule, because I hadn't checked it. Okay, so make sure to check your schedules, know where you're going. Practice and prepare. Come on, guys, you know what I'm about. Practice and prepare. Make sure if you're planning to perform or compete, practice your routines, rehearse. Yeah, this is for them ones, you know, that are performing there. You know, even if you're not performing there, like, you're still going to perform like for a load of people close up or in the Ruskin anyway. So yeah, make sure you get your practice up to par, man. Don't be sloppy. Even if you are sloppy, it doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is, make sure you know what you're going to perform if somebody asks you to do a trick, and I guarantee you they will. Okay, so make sure you're prepared. Research dealers and lecturers. Yeah, that kind of goes into prepare yourself. I talked about the dealers hall as well. If there's a specific effect you want to see, make sure you go to that dealers hall, because one thing I didn't mention about the dealers hall is that it is packed with a capital P. So make sure you go there, you know what you're going to see, and obviously have a look around at other stuff as well. Network. Take advantage of networking opportunities during the convention, strike up conversations with attendees, exchange ideas, build connections within the magic community. This is something in 2020 that I wanted to do, but I didn't have the confidence to do at that moment of time. If I was going this year, which I'm not, unfortunately, I would probably network with a lot more people. Back then, I didn't really... It was kind of my second time. I didn't really do it the first time I went there, so it was kind of like my first official time being around other magicians there. I should have talked a lot more, and I wanted to talk to a lot more people, but I didn't. So that's something that I wish I would do, and probably I will do in the future. So learn from my mistake, guys. Don't be afraid of talking to people that are higher up in the... I don't want to say hierarchy, but higher skill class. Been through more experiences than you, and don't be afraid to go to the people that haven't had more experiences to you. Like I said at the beginning of the show, drop your egos. We're all there for the same reason. Stay flexible. When it's important to have a plan, remain flexible and open to spontaneous opportunities. You may discover new interests or unexpected events that you want to explore with the convention. I couldn't have said it any better, Chat GPT. Yeah. Stay flexible. Like, obviously, don't cram your whole day. You've got to have time to eat. You've got to have time to, you know, chill at your hotel, have a bit of a break from everything, and just chill out. If you're over 18, perhaps get a bev if you drink at the Ruskin Hotel. You know what I mean? You're there for a good time as well. Obviously, you're there to take notes, network, see everything, take everything in. But obviously, you're there for a good time as well, okay? By following these steps, you can ensure that you're well prepared to make the most of your experience at Blackpool Magic Convention. Guys, I'm going to stop recording on my screen time there, because I believe Chat GPT has said it all from there, okay? And that's going to be very fun to edit into my YouTube video. But guys, one thing I want to leave with you guys for this show, this episode, is just don't be afraid. Even if it is your first time at the Magic Convention, it can be very daunting because everything hits you at once. You might see your favourite magician in one corner, you might see a load of effects you want to learn in one corner, you've probably got new people possibly coming up to you saying, hi, my name is this. You've probably a bit nervous performing, if you know who you're going to perform to. There's a load of things that go in your mind, and it's very important to just stay calm. And if you've got a schedule, stick to your schedule, but don't be afraid to just go up to your favourite magician, just say you're a fan and show them something, because at the end of the day, you're all there for one reason. You're all there for magic, to see great magicians, to enjoy great magic and have a fun time, alright? So guys, this has been your boy Ricky2ra. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, I really did. Don't forget to check out my other Blackpool episodes I did a while back. You'll see I had a bit of a funnier beard and a funnier haircut. It's all fun and games. But yeah guys, I will see you guys in the next week's episode. So, yep, this has been your boy Ricky2ra. Peace, stay strong, and remember always, follow your dreams.